Good night. Hey, everyone doing tonight. God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Irma J, Spiritual Divine. I'm here to give you a word on tonight, and the topic gonna be restore of Israel in God's time. Now Israel gonna get restored, but it's gonna be in God's time. Okay, so Israel is promised a last day of restoring in the land. Now this promise rests on the faithful character of God. And you see, God promised Israel, this their last time, their last chance, their last chance to get it right. So God would in that 1 year jubilee, God would God will promise them a new life. Because He gave them a new life once before in Canaan. They messed that up, and got ran out of their own land. So God promised to restore them and have them to be reset to start a new life. God will allow them to be free to start a new life. So the time of God favor is the year of Jubilee. They just have that 1 year to get everything together. You know, Announce that this is the year to proclaim liberty throughout the land. Now Israel announced that the year of the law of favor is when God will proclaim freedom for captivity. You remember they was in slavery. God pulled them out the first time. But they kept on getting kings that just kept them in captivity. So God told them you got this 1 year jubilee that He gonna show favor on y'all. He gonna allow y'all to be free, and He gonna restore y'all and reset y'all to start a new life. So when God will redeem His people and set them free from their exile and restore them to their homeland. So He gonna do all these wonderful things and then send them to their homeland. So now God promised all these things to God, proclaim freedom and restore them, but the Israelite must wait for God's time of faith. Now God told him, I'm gonna do all these things for you. But then God gonna say, wait. He said, wait. He said, he gonna give them time. He told them to wait, and He will answer you in His perfect time. And see, He is a amazing God. He do things, and He's a very organized God, and He will do things in His own perfect time. Now He told him, when God make a promise, He ain't gonna break His promise. Now He told him, I'm gonna give you all this stuff, but then He told him, you got to wait. You got to wait. You wait for Him to answer you. You wait for His perfect time. If He say it's gonna be done, it will be done. So now they talked about the Jubilee. And when everyone that had been released from their debt, you remember you have debt, and you go and you clear all your debt out. So it's like you're starting your life all over again, because everything got cleared. So that's how it is with Jubilee. You know, God will restore you. He will clear everything that will hinder you, and He will give you a new life. And that's what He told Israel, because they went through so much, gone from different kings, and they went from one city, and they're supposed to be in Canada, living a wonderful life, but they've been getting bounced around everywhere, so by having that land returned to them, so um, reset is when the land and people who are in slavery are set free. And Jubilee also called Holy Year, you know, Holy Year. So God will bring about His own perfect will and His own perfect time. No matter how long He take, when He do show up, it always right on time. So he told him, I'm gonna give you all these things, but wait. So God said He will favor the Israelites and give them freedom, and they will be able to start a new life but in God's time. You know, he said he told them, you're gonna be free. I'm gonna favor you. You know, I'm gonna restore you. You know, God told him I'm gonna do all that. And at the end of the sentence, wait. You know, you got to wait. And guess what? No matter how long it takes, it always still be right on time. You know, so that's a season for everything. That's a season for everything. Everything is a season. Jubilee is that 1 year they got to get everything together. That's a season. You know, that's a time for God favor. You know, that's a time for Jubilee. That is a time to be restored. You know, that is a time. It's going to be that time for God to favor and do everything that he said he's going to do. But everything is in a season. You know, so just like we in a season. I mean, we going through so much in this year. You know, so in that season is God's time that we have to do whatever needs to be done in that season. Because when that next year comes, no more. No more. We gotta get it together in that Jubilee. You know, that Jubilee year. It's that holy year. You know, if God said God said when God answer you, they're gonna be in that Jubilee holy year. You know, so let's read Isaiah 49, verse 8. This is what the Lord said. In the time of my favor, I will answer you. You know, and that's what he's saying. In his time of his favor, he will answer the Israelite. And in the day of salvation, I will help you. You know, I will keep you, and I will make you to be a covenant for the people. You know, to restore the land. You know, he's not only going to restore them, he's going to also restore the land too. And to reassign its dissolution inheritance. You know, so they're going back to their homeland, Canada. You know, what God gives them the first time they got free from slavery. You know, they're in a mess up and it just been all over the place. You know, so God gonna reassign the dissolution and inheritance. And, you know, that was their inheritance. You know, he gonna restore. You know, so he gonna be a covenant for the people and restore them. You know, so God promised these things to the Israelites. And when God make a promise, you know, he gonna stick to his promise. But you gotta wait on his time. You know, you gotta wait on his time. Now for us, we in the year of 2022. We in the year of history. You know, we got the first African American first lady as a vice president. You know, so this year we've been coming out with all kind of history. All kind of history is going on. You know, war is going on. You know, we ain't had that since what, 18 or something like that. You got baby shortages going on. You know, baby needs their milk. You know, so we got all this shooting going on. You know, so we got the COVID going on. We walking around with masks. So this our year, this our Jubilee year. You know, but all this is going on. And to God gonna step in and answer us and let us know what the next step is. You know, because it's so much chaos going on right now. You know, it's a season for everything. It's a season when God gonna step in. You know, it's a season when God gonna step in and answer the Israelites. It's a season when God gonna step in and answer us. You know, because you got this war going on, you got so much shooting going on, killing children, baby shortage of milk. You know, we got history. It's a wonderful thing that's going on. We got the history going on. You got war going on. We walking around with masks. You know, it got all kind of stuff going on in this year. You know, in the same year, we have to make things happen. Among all the chaos that is going on, us children must still have the vibration of this world. We still have to shine the light. We still have to do what we have to do in this world. Where in this year, only this year, you know, this is our season for this year. We can't make up next year. You know, everything has to be done this year. before this year is out. And we have to do what we can among all this chaos going on. All the chaos, and see, that's what God was saying. It's a season for everything, you know. And when God answered the Israelite, it's going to be that season for God's faith. And also the year for me to come out of this stuff before this year is out. Next year we ain't got no change. This year we have to do everything we set to do. So everything has to be done this year. This is the season to be free. This is the season to start over. This is the season to be happy. This is the season to tell the devil, you get behind us. Ain't no more you, devil. All the season we're gonna defeat the devil. This is our year of breakthrough, turnaround. So God will answer the Israelite in His time, and when He is ready to answer them. Because see, God already know when the holy year is. Jubilee. God do everything on His time, and it's always right on time. So we think it's a long time passing. We missing this and missing that. A lot of times we don't. We don't. Because when God step in, it still be right on schedule. So God promised them, and God never break His promise. So if God said it, that's what He said, and that's what be done. So God will free them and restore them also, and reset them to their land, to have a new life, to begin a new life. That was they were supposed to do when they was in camp. He gave them a land of milk and honey. They were not supposed to be moved. But they've been bounced around so much. Different kings, so they never got set of what God had given them to be set at. That was their homeland. That was their inheritance. And that's what they say. They're going back to their inheritance. So God will restore you. And we also, God gonna restore. Because we is going through so much. We is also going through fighting spiritual attacks. Israel been going through so many enemies. Attacking them because they already know they're favored by God. So God, when God answers the Israelite, they will be restored. They will be free. All the debt will be clear. They're going back to their inheritance, their land. They will be happy, and they will be starting a new life. But that is a time, and that is a season for everything. There is a time to be restored. There is a time for God's favor. There is a time to be free. There is a time to reset your life and start all over again. Because see, when God favors you and God resets your life, and you free from all the chaos that you've been going through, because that's what He told the Israelites. I'm going to restore you. I'm going to reset your life. And you're going to start over at the beginning and start a whole new life. And He will do that for you. But it's always going to be a God perfect time. That's a season for everything. That's a Jubilee year for everything. And Jubilee is a holy year. And when that season come around, it's only for that one time. That's why at the beginning He had told the Israelite. He told the Israelite, this promise reset on the faithful character of God. At the beginning He said, Israel is promised a last day of restore. The last day. Meaning the last year, because God took time. God took time to come back to them and answer them. But it was that last year God told. And just like for us, this is the last year for us. to be restored. You know, we doing so much too. And among all this chaos that's going on. But this is the only year I'm fighting so hard to move forward because I can't do this next year. Everything has to be done this year because this is the season. See, when this is the season you have to get stuff done. So much history going on. You got good stuff going on and you got bad stuff going on. But we have to live through it all. You got history, that's something good. You got some good stuff that's going on in this season. But we also have so much bad stuff going on in this season. We never had no war since 1818. You got war going on. You got so much shooting going on where they don't even care, just shooting up children. You got baby shortage, milk going on. I mean, you got so much going on in the season that we supposed to be blessed, breakthrough, turnaround. Good stuff going on with the bad stuff in the season, in this season. So we have to make the best of it in the season. If God said this the season, this the season that we have to get it right. And that's what He told the Israelites. This is your last day. I'm sending you back to your inheritance. And I'm going to restore you. And I'm going to have you will be free, and and go back to your land. So this is a season for us also. We have good stuff going on. We got bad stuff going on, but we still have to do among all this chaos that's going on. So we just have to remember, when is a season for something? When God said it's a season, that's when we really have to do everything that we need to do. Because ain't no trying to prolong it for next year. When it's a season, it's a season. And that's what He told the Israelites. He told them, you got one day. I mean, He said, the last day are restoring in the land.